Hello, Claudia.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm good as well.
Your internet must be very good because you are always the first to connect. Okay? Yes, it's true. Hi, Raquel.
I have an alarm clock to remember me of the class.
Yeah, okay.
Hi, teacher.
Hello again. How are you? Good?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Carol, are you okay? I'm very well.
Yes, I'm here again.
Okay. Okay. Michelle is here again. She was asking me some question at the end of the class. Ademir. Hello, Ademir. Ademir, are you listening to me? Hello, Ademir. Hi. Can you listen to me?
What? You are.
Can you listen to me? Can you understand me? Is this your first class? More or less. Okay. More or less is better than no. Okay. Welcome to our class. Hello, Marcos. How are you doing? Michelle, you're here again, right? Somebody's listening to a radio there. Can you turn off the radio? There is a radio. Okay, thank you. All right, so we can start our class. I told you yesterday that I would try to find the other part of the baseball so we could complete this lesson. And I will also show you some very, very nice plays today. Different, not only home runs, okay? Hi, Marcus, how are you?
Hello, teacher. Hello, guys. How are you?
Hello.
I'm very well. Feeling better and better?
Yeah.
That's good to know. Okay, that's good to know. I'm worried about your strange name and disease. Okay.
I think it's more famous here in Bahia, Northeast, because of the temperature.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's like a less than epidemic thing here. I don't know the name. Before the
It's epidemic.
Is
Yes.
brother and dengue, teacher. Dengue, chikungunya, and Zika.
Yeah.
Zika virus.
Is it worse than that?
Yes, only the same mosquito transmit this.
Mosquito.
Yes. Transmit this three diseases.
Diseases.
Yeah.
It's very funny. I was explaining I was talking to my neighbor today, and I was telling him, we were talking outside. We have a backyard here in the apartment, okay? And there were some mosquitoes biting really badly. And I said, holy shit, okay, this hurts a lot. I hope they don't get me dengue fever. And the guy said, what is that? I said, it's dengue febre. Febre is the same word in Italian. He said, never heard of this. I said, well, you don't live in a tropical country, so. The guy didn't even know what was dengue fever. Can you believe that? And now this guy comes with the Chico Bento something. I don't know. I had never heard that name in my life.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, anyway. Let's talk about baseball. I think it's more interesting than Chico Bento, okay? All right. Can you see my screen or no? Carol, you are the one.
No, your face, teacher. Your handsome face.
So I'm not going to share. I will just I think I'm not even going to sleep tonight after that comment, okay? Okay, where are you? it's funny because I can see it, but you can't. Okay, so let's start again. This kind of having to download from the cloud every time I need, it's kind of complicated for me, okay? And everything now is in the cloud. I don't have anything in my computer, okay? Because my computer I left in Brazil, not to have problems at the immigration, okay? And then they uploaded everything to the cloud and they said, it's easy, just use from the cloud. It's easy for them, not for me, okay? I think technology is not my middle name, okay?
Don't worry, teacher.
I am very much worried. In the last class, what I downloaded was not what I had. Okay. Okay, here, I found it. You're here, you stupid thing. Okay. It's coming from the clouds.
Take your time.
I hope it's not like a lightning that strikes my head. Okay. Okay. I found. Let's see if you can see it. Yes. Can you see it?
Yes.
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 Excellent. Excellent. Okay. So remember that yesterday we were talking about the defense, right? And I said it was missing the offensive team. So let's see what happens when you have one player playing against the 9 defense players, okay? So baseball offense. Okay, 3 more people have arrived, okay? All right. So, Carol, why don't you, no, Claudia is the first one on my list here. I'm sorry, I'm not going to. Claudia, can you read this?
Yes, but could you put a little bit bigger the text, please?
Oh, I thought I was the only one with bad eyes here.
No, now it's much better.
Okay. Can you read the baseball offense, please?
Sure. On the offensive side of the game, there are 2 types of players, the hitter and the base runner. Once the hitter makes contact with the ball and gets a hit, he becomes a base runner and must safely reach each base in succession. The ultimate goal of each offensive player is to make his way around the base and cross home plate, thereby scoring a run.
Okay, so let's understand this. As we saw yesterday in the video, as we saw yesterday, you have 9 players defending, the pitcher throwing the ball, and the batter, okay, or the hitter is the same, will try to swing the bat and hit the ball. As soon as he does it, he runs to the first base and tries to get there. But there is a very interesting thing, and you'll be able to see some movies about that. If any of the defensive team catch the ball in the air, the guy is out. The ball has to touch the ground. That's the only way he can be safe if he gets to the first base before the first baseman receives the ball from other players, okay? That's a condition. If that doesn't happen, he's automatically out, okay? Any other question? Understand this part or no? It's confusing, so I understand it's confusing. So if you don't
Teacher,
know,
what it means scoring a run?
exactly. In soccer, when you kick the ball and the ball goes into the goal, you score what?
Okay.
A
A
goal.
goal. Okay.
Here, there is no goal, okay? There is a run. That's when you can complete the 4 bases. You have to run first base, second base, third base, home plate. And that's how they call it, the points. It's not goals. It's not baskets. It's a run. Each time a player can go all the way safely, he scores one run. So when you see the score 3-2, that means one team has scored 3 runs, the other team has scored 2 runs. Okay?
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Raquel, can you read the second part for us, please?
When a hitter is at the plate, he is considered to be at bat. During an at-bat, the pitcher of the opposing team throws the ball to the catcher, and then the hitter tries to hit the ball with the bat before it reaches the catcher. Each throw is called a pitch. A pitch can be either a ball or a strike. The umpire is the judge of whether a pitch is a ball or a strike.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Let's understand. Okay, this is probably the most interesting and important part. Do you remember what I told you? The pitcher has to throw a perfect ball.
Perfect ball. Yes.
The ball has to be lower than the elbows of the batter and higher than the knees, and exactly within the home plate. So it is an area about like 40 centimeters. The ball has to be exactly there. When the ball is a good ball, it comes exactly there. There is one referee. They don't call referee in baseball. They call umpire. Like in soccer, you have the referee running up and down with the whistle. Fault! Here you have an umpire. He is there just looking the ball, and when he considers the ball good, he shouts, strike! That means good ball. If he shouts, ball, that means not good ball. One batter has 3 chances or 3 strikes to hit the ball. If he doesn't hit the ball, he's out. And then comes another batter. Okay?
Yes.
So, let me see if I can move this a little bit to the bottom. I can move this a little bit to the sides. Oh. Let me share a new share. Okay. Okay. Look at this. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So right here, the first person is the pitcher.
Better. Pitcher.
Right? The pitcher. This first one here, right in front. Then straight down, you have the second person is the batter with the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Squatting down in this position, you see, squat. We saw this verb yesterday. You have the catcher. Behind the catcher, you have the umpire. He's the one who is going to decide if it's a ball or a strike. And behind the umpire, you have some stupid people that are sitting there, because if the ball passes through them, one of them is going to get hurt for sure. Okay? So if you observe, remember, the velocity of the ball is about 160 kilometers per hour or 100 miles. It's really fast. That's why the catcher wears all that protection that you can see. Look.
Oh, teacher,
Yes.
the umpire is the same a judge? A judge?
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
But in
okay.
English, they have different words, Carol. A judge is only in court.
Okay.
In soccer, you say referee. In baseball, you call it umpire. It's the same word. In Portuguese, we only have one word. Okay?
Okay.
I have a friend who is a referee. Okay? He has a referee card from the Soccer Association of São Paulo or something like that. And they were doing a walk into Aparecida do Norte in a group of people, and they stopped in a hotel, and they were getting so drunk and making such a mess that the guy called the police. The police came, and he said, "Let me talk to the police." Then he went there and said, "I'm a judge, okay? I'm going to control everyone. Don't worry, I'm a judge." And he showed the card of a judge, but he wasn't a legal judge. He was a referee, okay? And what happened? At the first minute, the police said, "Okay, we're sorry, sir. Sorry to bother you." But they wrote down the name, you understand? And then when they checked in the computer, they couldn't find. They went back there, they arrested everyone. I'm not lying, I am a judge. He was a judge, understand? In the United States, you would not have this confusion because you have a judge, a referee, and an umpire. 3 different things, okay? But observe the play again. See what's going to happen. The guy's going to hit the ball and run as fast as he can. And if you see the lines, observe the legs of the catcher. You see the lines that are drawn on the floor? Can you see the lines there?
Where?
Yes.
On the floor near the guy. Ah, yes.
Yes, the ball has to pass exactly there. If it doesn't, it's a ball. It's only strike if it goes straight there. That's why the catcher is at this position. The ball has to arrive in his hand. He cannot get up to catch the ball. He cannot go to the side to catch the ball. If he does that, it's not a good ball.
The catcher is the same team of the pitcher.
The pitcher.
The pitcher, yes, the pitcher.
Yes. Okay. Now look and see what's going to happen when the ball is thrown. This is a good ball. I strike. Look. See? See? Home run. Okay? Did you see it? Home run, because the ball went outside. But look what the pitcher is going to do in the next one. See, everybody's, oh. Did you see? He threw the ball at the batter, intentionally probably. Understand?
Wow.
Sometimes they do that in order to hurt the batter, especially if the batter is a good one. But as I told you, the speed of the ball is about 100 miles, so the batter has no protection. So look again and see what's going to happen. This is not common to happen in a game, but when it happens, the end is always bad. Look. Oh.
Meu Deus.
You see?
Futebol.
Did you see?
Yeah.
Why? Probably the pitcher, probably he broke one of the ribs of the batter. It's quite possible. Understand? That's why the guy got so violent and went there and beat him up. Because the pitcher is the best player. He's not supposed to do that. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
This is like big problem. All right?
Is there some punishment for that? When the pitcher does something like that?
To be honest with you, I have never seen anyone getting a red card or a yellow card. Because they can say, "Oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't intentional." But you see, how can you prove that? But the guy showed that he was really angry. He beat up the pitcher, okay?
It's not forbidden to do that, so.
It is to fight, of course. Probably the game was stopped, paralyzed. They had to solve these, understand? Probably what happens in the US is that he will have to pay a fine or something, understand? A big fine. Sometimes we're talking about big money, okay? Good. Let's go back to the other part and then we'll come back here, okay? Now let me find the other part. It's here. Yes. Okay. So, all right, we got it here. So now it's easier to understand. You see, each throw is called a pitch, but the pitch can be good or not good. In that case, it was not good. It was a ball. Only when it's perfect is called a strike. Okay? So let's continue. Marcus, can you read the next part for us, please? I'm moving down for you.
Okay. A ball is a pitch. A ball is a pitch that is out of the strike zone, which is an imaginary rectangular box that typically runs the width of the plate and from the hitter's chest to his knees.
That's what I told you. You know, it has to be from here to the knees. Higher is no good. Very low is no good. Understand?
A strike is a ball that goes through the strike zone and is not hit by the hitter. A strike can be a ball outside of the strike zone if the hitter swings and misses. If a player hits a ball that goes into foul territory,
Foul territory,
and is not caught by a fielder before it touches the ground, it's also counted as a strike, except when the batter already has 2 strikes. A batter with 2 strikes can hit the ball into foul territory indefinitely without striking out. However, a ball caught in a foul territory is scored an out.
Okay, confusing again. Okay, as I said, it's confusing.
Yes.
So 3 strikes, the guy's out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's suppose the guy has 2 strikes on him. 1 more, he's out. But then he hits a foul ball. What's a foul ball? A foul ball is a ball that goes outside the limits of the field, not inside the limits. Understand? So when it goes outside the limits, it's a foul ball. And it doesn't count as a strike unless somebody runs there and catches the ball. If someone catches the ball, that counts as an out. If they don't catch, the guy can, for instance, hit 100 foul balls and he's going to stay at the base. Understand? Okay? It only counts as a strike if one defense player catches the ball. Then it's a strike and the guy is out. Any vocabulary problem about this part or no?
Yes. What it means width?
Width. Yes, it is the same of wide. Wide is the adjective. Width is the noun.
Okay.
Okay, the width of the plate. Okay.
Okay.
Any other question or no?
When it says foul territory, is the same of completely territory, all the territory?
No. Remember the shape of the field is a diamond, right?
Yes.
Look at my hands. Can you see my hands in the monitor?
Yes.
Okay. Inside here, inside of my hands is the territory. Here is foul.
Okay.
So if the guy hits and the ball comes here or here, or behind him is a fall, okay? Ordinarily, it doesn't count as a strike if the guy already has 2 strikes on him. If it's the first time, it's a strike, okay? It counts. If it's the second time, it counts. After the second time, it doesn't count anymore. He has 1 chance to hit a strike, okay? Okay or no?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay. He's Renato, can you read the next part? During and
Yes. During a bet, a hitter may do one of several actions, including walk, when the pitcher throws 4 balls before throwing 3 strikes. The hitter gets a free base. Hit
Yes.
by pitch.
yes, let's understand each one.
Okay.
If I told you, who is the best player in a baseball team?
The pitcher.
Very good. The pitcher.
Pitcher.
He's the
Yeah,
best.
that's so him.
The guy that swings, no, the guy that throws the ball. Okay?
Yeah, very about this one with the other.
Yes. Yeah, but when it changes sides, usually the pitcher is the best batter too, okay? But anyway, if the pitcher throws 4 bad balls or 4 balls because he's not in his best day, what happens? The guy doesn't have to hit. He just walks to the first base. He gets a free base, okay? When the pitcher throws 4 balls before throwing 3 strikes, the hitter gets a free base. So he just walks like, okay? Right?
Yes.
Continue, Renato. Hit by pitch.
Hit by pitch. A hit that is struck with a pitch is awarded first base.
Claudia, that answers one of your questions. Remember when the pitcher threw the ball at the back of the batter?
Okay.
He went there and beat up the pitcher. Okay, but he could walk to the first base. That is a legal penalty. Understand? Oh, hit by pitch. A hitter that is struck, that is hit with a pitch, is awarded first base. Okay? Continue, Renato. Single.
Single. The hitter hits the ball into play fair enough to get to first base.
Okay. Yes, this is not a home run. The only thing here is he hits the ball into play far enough so he has a chance to get to the first base. Okay?
Okay.
Double.
Double. The hitter hits the ball into play far enough to get to second base.
That's it. Okay? The guys are still running behind the ball and he's going to the second base. Triple.
Teacher,
Yes.
sorry, I am a little confused. The hitter is the same, the batter.
Yes, yes.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yes. Once he hits the ball, they even change the name. They call him a runner.
Ah,
So
okay.
it's the same. A runner, hitter, okay, batter, it's the same guy.
Okay, okay.
It depends where he is. If he's at the first base, he's going to be called a runner. When he's before hitting the ball, he's the hitter. And
Okay.
since he's the one with the bat, he's a batter, okay? Triple.
Triple. The hitter hits the ball into play far enough to get to third base.
Base. And home run, that's what we saw yesterday.
Home run. The hitter hits the ball over the outfield wall between the full pole,
The foul poles,
foul poles, and is awarded a free trip around the base. Or the hitter hits the ball far enough that he or she has time to run all the base. The hitter must run around the base and touch home plate for the home run to count.
Okay. That is what we saw yesterday when the ball goes out of the limits, understand? But today you are going to see what the outfielders will do to catch the ball and not let it go out of the field, okay? And then we have here two more, fielder's choice.
Fielder's choice. A hitter makes contact with the ball, but only reaches base because a fielder chooses to throw out another runner.
Yes. This is maybe more difficult to understand because sometimes you have one runner at first base and then comes another hitter, okay? The second hitter, when he hits the ball, the runner that is at first base will try to run to the second base, and the hitter will try to go to the first base, logically, okay? Each one will try to move. And this is fielder's choice. If the outfielder catches the ball after touching the ground, both can legally run, but he will always try to eliminate the runner that is at the second or at the third base because they are closer to scoring a run, understand? So let's say the runner is at the first base, he's running to the second base, they will throw the ball to the second baseman will eliminate this runner, and they will even try to eliminate the first runner too. But it's the fielder's choice. They decide who they want to eliminate, understand? And the last one, Renato, error.
Error. A hitter makes contact with the ball and only reaches base because a fielder misplaces the ball.
Yes, that's an error. You see, the hitter, he makes contact with the ball and reaches the base because one of the fielder misplaces the ball. That is the idea. The guy catches the ball, but it doesn't throw to the player, the correct player, understand? Then he misplays, doesn't play correctly the ball, okay? Now, any question about this or no?
No.
No.
It's kind of confusing. Only when you see a game, you can understand. I know what I'm saying because it took me a long time to understand this game. Isa, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Can you read a part for us, please? A runner,
Yes, just a moment.
wake up.
Yes, I'm here. Runner? A runner must go around the bases in order, starting with the first base. He then goes to second, third, and finally home. A base runner can advance in one of several ways. He can be advanced by another player's hit or by a hitter being walked away. Hitter. Or he can steal a base. To steal a base, the runner starts running from one base to another before that at-ball player gets a hit or a walk and make it to the base without getting tagged out. If a runner veers outside of the base path, the umpire calls him out. The umpire decides how far outside the base path is too far.
Okay, here there are some interesting and maybe difficult things. You see, the basic part is simple. A runner goes around the four bases in order to score a run. But there are other things that can be done. Imagine there is one runner at the first base waiting for the pitcher to throw the ball to the second batter, standing at the home plate, right? He has to keep his at least 1 foot on the first base, at least 1 foot, or the umpire can decide if he's out or not. But he keeps looking at the pitcher all the time. Because if he noticed the pitcher is taking too long to throw the ball, he may take a chance to run as crazy to the second base even before the ball is thrown. Understand? This is called to steal a base. Okay? But if the pitcher notices the guy's running, he will throw the ball to the second baseman, and the second baseman will get the guy out. Okay? This is difficult to happen. In person, I have never seen this happening, only in games on TV. Okay? Any vocabulary problem about this part?
Yes. What means staged out, teacher?
Mm-hmm.
Getting without getting tagged out.
Tag. Okay?
Okay,
Tagged out. Out, eliminated. Okay? Like to tag someone is to mark someone. Okay? Like if the guy gets the ball and touches the other player, he's out. He's tagged out. Okay? Yeah, this is just like there are some games that you play with laser that you tag a person. Okay, it's the same thing. If you're tagged out, you must be out of the game. Okay? Any other vocabulary problem or no?
Veers, teacher, the word veers.
Veers, if he moves outside the base, if he gets the foot outside of the base, okay, that's what I told you. There is an umpire there just to observe him if he's veering out of the base or not. The umpire is the one who decides if the guy is like too far away, if he's going to be out or not, okay? It's, as I told you once, if you keep reading, you understand the idea of if a runner veers outside of the base path, the umpire calls him out because he needs to stay at the base, okay? If he walks out, he's out, okay? He can be eliminated, okay? Okay. Victor, can you read the next part for us, please?
Sure. At the end, all of the scheduled innings, the team that has scored the most runs is declared the winner.
Declared
the winner. If the home team is ahead after the top of that inning, the home team wins the game and does not have to complete the inning. However, if the teams are tied after 9 innings, they continue to play until one team has more runs than the other. Keep in mind that the home team always has the chance to bat last.
This is what makes baseball unpredictable, in my opinion. Sometimes you go to a game in the late afternoon and they play 9 innings, the game is tied, understand? And they have to keep playing extra innings until the tie is broken. So a game that usually takes about 2 hours can take about 3, 4, 5 hours, understand? Wow. And then I got tired many times because of this, like 5 hours sitting in a hard chair, okay, watching something that I could not understand very well, okay? Now I can at least understand, but 5 hours, no, too much for me, okay? It's not like soccer that a game can end up like 1-1. There has to be a winner, always, understand? Any question about this part or no?
No.
Clear.
Clear, good. Jessica, can you read the special rules? Jessica? Hello?
Hello.
Hi, would you like to read something?
Yes.
Good. Special rules for you.
Now that you know the basics, you can see how on the face of it, baseball is a simple game.
Very simple.
Of course, while it's simple in concept, it can also become extremely complex based on
I will move the page for you.
different rules that have been put in place over the 140 years the game has been played. Here are a few of those.
Okay. Read the first one and we'll understand that.
Ground rule double. As has already been discussed, if a ball is hit over the outfield fence in a fair territory, it's a home run. However, if a ball bounces over the fence, it's an automatic double.
Okay. This is just one of the rules. We saw the home runs when the ball goes over the fence, okay? But if the ball bounces over the fence, that means hits the fence and falls back, it's called automatic double, okay? That's a name they give to this because it didn't go out. It bounces to hit and return, to hit and return, okay? Let me see who hasn't read. Renat, Carol, Raquel. Ademir, would you like to read one part? The foul pole.
Foul pole. The foul pole because balls traveling in the air over the outfield fence can never hit the ground in fair territory. Poles are set up on the foul line in left and right fields. These have always been known as full poles.
Foul. Fool is F-O-O-L, fool. Here's F-O-U, foul poles.
Being known as foul balls. However, a ball hitting one of these balls is considered a fair ball and therefore a home run.
Okay, let's understand this. As I was explaining, you have the territory of the field here in the shape of a diamond, and in an imaginary line, at the end of this line, you have a pole, just like you have in American football, okay? A metal pole, here and here, on the left, on the right. If the guy hits the ball goes woo, and hits the foul pole, it doesn't matter if it bounces back inside. It's considered a home run, okay? Understand?
Yes.
So, there are just a few more rules, but I'd like to show some more examples to explain what we have seen here. I think it's easier when you visualize. So let me go back to the video, if I find it here again. Okay. Where are you now? Okay, here. Okay. Okay. That's it. Okay. Let's continue here and
certainly went in hard with that slide. You know that there is much intent there. Jose not happy with getting drilled. That's his way of getting back. Rugnet Odor would have none of it. He knew exactly what Bautista was doing. He confronted him. He shoved him right away. That's when they engaged. Rugnet Odor threw the first punch at Bautista.
Bautista with a drive. Deep left field.
a home run.
For so long.
Right to deep left field. It is. You could see the pole there, the foul pole.
You should see the celebration.
Looking at the face of the pitcher at the moment of a home run is really sad. Okay, the guy, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose my job. Okay.
And Braden turns, he throws, and it's swung on a ground ball to short. Taken there, Pennington's got it. He throws a perfect game. Dallas Braden has thrown a perfect game. The A's have beaten Tampa Bay 4-0. The kid from Stockton.
Here's the pitch by Downing, swinging. There's a drive into left center field. That ball is going to be out of here.
It's gone.
It's 7-15. There's a new home run champion of all time, and it's Henry Aaron. There's a long drive, way back in center field, way back it is.
Did you see the guy caught the ball in the air? So the batter, the hitter, or the runner, the same, was automatically out. And as soon as he caught the ball, he threw it back to the second baseman or the third baseman to try to eliminate another player. Now, observe, this has to be really fast.
And it's Henry Aaron. There's a long drive, way back in center field, way back it is.
After Scott Rowland. And Scott Rowland hits one into deep left field. Back at the wall. A leap.
Did you see
and
what
a
he
catch.
did? Did you see how much he jumped to catch the ball in the air just to get the guy out? That was, oh, come on, skip heads. That was an amazing ball.
Amazing. After Scott Rowland. And Scott Rowland hits one into deep left field. Back at the wall. A leap. And a catch. Andy Chavez takes a home run and turns it into a double play.
Wow.
One out. Oh my God. Deep to
This
right
is the
field.
foul pole.
Way up there.
The yellow one here.
Second deck walk-off home run. Grand slam, Bryce Harper. Wow. A base hit to right. Here comes Richardson. They're waving it home. The throw is close, but he scores.
In this case, I will play again. The guy had a choice of eliminating the first guy that was running to the first base. But there was another player at the third base going to score a run. So he didn't throw the ball to the first baseman. He threw the ball to the home plate in order to try to eliminate the third runner. But the guy got there first, understand? Oh, he slid down and got there first. Oh.
Wow!
Oh.
A base hit to right. Here comes Richardson. They're waving it home. The throw is close, but he scores.
You see, he didn't catch the ball. He
Yeah.
had to catch the ball and step on the base. But he fumbled. He dropped the ball. So the guy scored one run. Well, my suggestion is one day when you have nothing to do, there is a complete lockdown. It's raining cats and dogs, okay? Your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend is in a terrible mood, okay? You have absolutely nothing to do. Turn on the TV, find a baseball game and watch. Right?
And you have about 5 hours.
Okay, good advice.
Now, I said when you have absolutely nothing to do, right? If there is one bag of popcorn, make a popcorn and eat it, okay? It's more interesting. But anyway, you have to see at least part of the game in order to understand better, all right?
All right.
All right.
Thank you very much for watching my class. I'm already a pumpkin, okay? It's time for me to hit the bed. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great evening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. See you
Bye,
tomorrow.
everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.